Meanwhile, Zephyr wakes up handcuffed to a bed in a room with Heather and a bucket for their pee. She yells for help, but the only one who can hear her is Tucker, who enjoys the noise during his breakfast. On a wall, Zephyr sees the name of another woman, implying Tucker has been doing this for a while. She keeps looking for something to pick the lock, however there isn't anything around. Heather explains nobody will be looking for her, and Zephyr admits she's in the same situation. Back to Moses, he's on his way to work when he sees Zephyr's van being towed. He immediately goes to the police station and explains that the van is Zephyr's home, so it's suspicious that she abandoned it. The cop asks Moses for Zephyr's full name, but he doesn't know it, so the report can't be done. In the boat, Heather cries because she'll never see her mother again. She admits she should have listened to her because her mother hadn't wanted her to take a gap year. Zephyr shares that she grew up in foster homes and came to Australia to escape. She's also been in juvie. To lighten the mood, Zephyr tells a joke and Heather laughs. At that moment, Zephyr notices that Heather's bikini top has an underwire and asks for it. Heather takes off her top and tosses it at Zephyr, who successfully gets the wire out. However, before she can pick the handcuff lock, Tucker enters the room. After giving them a sandwich and some water, he sits too close to Zephyr while talking about the predators in the water. He tastes Zephyr's sweat before leaving. Then Zephyr throws the top back to Heather and starts working on the lock, however she's feeling dizzy and drops the wire. It seems Tucker put something in the water because Heather passes out. Tucker comes back and takes the underwire before Zephyr passes out too. Moments later, Zephyr wakes up handcuffed to a chair on the deck, where Tucker is setting up a camera and some lights. Heather is also there tied to a crane chain. Tucker says that God isn't in heaven, he's down there in the sea. He's seen Zephyr surf before and thought she looked very alive and spiritual, which is how this creepy hobby of his makes him feel. After cutting some of Heather's hair, Tucker wakes her up and she starts panicking. He talks about how amazing sharks are and complains about the myths and the stories as he activates the crane, which leaves Heather hanging over the water.